Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I am going to show you how to properly remove and replace the crankshaft position sensor from any 1.6 or 2.0 Tdi engine made by Volkswagen. Right here I have a 2.0 Tdi engine made by Volkswagen with the engine code CFF. This is a Volkswagen SHARAN made in the year 2011, and on this car I will have to replace the crankshaft position sensor. It's still working, I have no errors with the crankshaft position sensor on this vehicle, but I decided to replace it just because I want to install a brand new one and because I don't want to have any problems in the future with it. Because on this car, for example, I'm doing a lot of maintenance work and I'm replacing a lot of parts to keep the car in a good condition, and this is why I decided to replace this sensor. And in this episode I'm going to show you all how to replace it and what you have to do if you want to replace it and if you encounter some problems while you try to replace it. So in the previous video I showed you all how to replace the auxiliary water pump on this kind of vehicle and on this kind of engine, and in today's episode I'm going to show you all, and I'm going to keep removing the parts which I didn't finish installing in the last episode. And as you can see right here, this is the tubing which I removed from the intake manifold and which is going into the intercooler. Also, this is the auxiliary water pump which I removed in the last episode. And now I didn't install them back because if I want to install them back, it will be a little bit harder for me to reach the crankshaft position sensor on this vehicle. And also I recommend you all to remove this kind of pipe before trying to remove the sensor, because it will give you more access and more room to work with, and you'll have more space to reach the sensor and to put the tools to remove it. So to remove this tubing, like I told you in the last episode, you have to remove the hose from the throttle body, from the top part of the engine. And after that, the tubing is sitting somewhere like this, in this position. You'll have two screws which are securing it mounted to the engine. The first screw is right here in the left side, next to the serpentine belt. And as you can see, it's removed. And you'll have to use a Torx 30 to remove the two screws which are securing this pipe mounted to the engine. Right here is the first screw, and the second screw is right here in this location, and you'll have to screw it in right behind the AC compressor. So as you can see, right there is the hole. You'll have to screw it in, or you'll have to remove it from that position. And like I told you earlier, you'll have to remove the pipe from the throttle body, from the top of the engine, and you'll have to pull it down. Make sure to disconnect the coolant hose, and also you'll have one sensor which you have to disconnect right here. After that, right here it is the auxiliary water pump, but for now I'm not going to remove it because I'm going to try to remove the sensor from this position. And as you can see, right here it is the crankshaft position sensor mounted right underneath the oil cooler or the oil filter housing. This is the connector from it. You'll have to put something underneath the connector and you'll have to lift it up from the engine. Normally, to replace those kind of sensors is a pain in the back. It's very difficult. You'll have to reach one bolt which is securing the sensor mounted to the engine, and that little bolt which is securing it in some cases can be very rusted, and also in some cases can be very difficult to reach because it's mounted in a corner position. You'll have to angle the tool to reach it, and it's very difficult to reach it on most of the cars. Right here I'm trying to remove the connector with this pin tool. I'm going to put underneath the connector and I'm going to remove it from the sensor. Alright everybody, in my case I was able to release the connector from the sensor off camera because it took me a while, and now all I have to do is to pull it out from the sensor and it will come out like it's doing right here. And as you can see, the connector is in a perfect condition. I didn't break anything. And right now I will try to give you all a closer look of how the sensor is looking, where exactly it's installed, and where is the little screw which you have to disconnect from it. Alright everybody, so as you can see, I had to remove a lot of parts from the engine to remove the little screw which was securing the crankshaft position sensor mounted to the engine, because that little screw was very rusted and the head of the bolt just rounded itself. I had nothing to grab on it And this is why I decided to remove the fans from the engine. I removed the air filter box with all the plastics from around it. And also from underneath the engine, I removed the auxiliary water pump completely with the hoses from around it. And after I removed all of these parts, I had enough access to put my tool next to the crankshaft position sensor, and I used also some pliers and some vice grips, which allowed me to catch the bolt and remove it from the engine. In my case, this is a difficult job to do, but probably on your car it will be a little bit easier. Probably the bolt will not be so rusted, and you will be able to remove it a little bit easier. But in my case, it was very difficult to do, but eventually I was able to do it. Right here I have the original crankshaft position sensor made in the year 2010. And right here I have the screw which was securing the sensor mounted to the engine, and because the head of the screw was very rusted, the little star from inside was rounding itself and I had nothing to grab on it. And this is why it was so difficult for me to remove the sensor from the engine. Okay everybody, so with all of these things being said, right here I have the brand new sensor which I'm going to install back on the vehicle. I think this will be very easy to install back on the vehicle because the screw is brand new and also all the parts are brand new. Right here I have the auxiliary water pump, and you'll have to use some tools like this one. This is an Allen key which you have to use for the size of the bolt, and you'll have to figure out for yourself which is the best size for you. Alright everybody, right here I have installed the sensor back on the vehicle. Everything is mounted and ready to go on the car. And from here I'm going to assemble everything back together over the vehicle. I'm going to put all the parts back. I'm not going to explain everything how they are going because I already explained it to you. And from here I'm going to show you all how everything is working and how the car is starting after I'm replacing this kind of sensor. Okay everybody, the car is ready to go. I only have to fill the system up with brand new coolant, but I'm not going to do it just yet because I will have to do the timing belt on this car, and I'm going to fill it back after I'm going to finish the job. So everything is installed back on the vehicle, all the pipes, all the screws, all the connectors are back into their place. And from here, this is the final look. The crankshaft position sensor is mounted perfectly over the engine, the connector is mounted perfectly over it, and from here I'm going to start the vehicle and I'm going to see exactly how the vehicle is behaving, how it's starting and how everything is working after this kind of operation. This will be the first time when I'm going to start the vehicle. I didn't start it yet because I wanted to show you exactly on the camera how everything is behaving. So as you can see, the car started right away. It's starting very fast. I have no errors on the dashboard, so this is a very good sign. This is meaning that everything is working how it's supposed to be working. And from what I can see, everything is looking and working great. From here, this is all I have to do. This is how to replace the crankshaft position sensor from any 2.0 or 1.6 Tdi engine. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.